Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah, you audible.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, now let's start the conversation with consultants, episode 47. Moving ahead, I am Rima Kumari, I am Chart Associate and ECR Coordinator of SKNG.
Hello everyone, good evening. I am Puja Kumari, HR Associates and OD Coordinator of SK Associates in Group. We both are your hosts for today's talk show. So please introduce yourself, Mr. Osman Gani Tuhin.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm Usman Guni Tuhin, an FDI facilitator in Bangladesh. I'm also an advocate of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. I do have a boutique law firm called Tuhin and Partners, as well as working with an international law firm called EMLTC. I'm the senior associate and the local partner for Bangladesh. So yeah, apart from that, I do a lot of things. I think that's enough for now.
Nice. Moving ahead, the only things that stand between you and your dream is the will to try and believe that is actually possible. It's a beautiful quote by Joel Brown. So this quote I could like to bring our talk so named Conversation with Consultants with episode 47 of our guest talk series.
Okay, before we begin our talk show, let me briefly introduce SK Associates Group. We are an ISO certified management consulting firm registered under the MSMED Act 2006 with the Government of India. Our mission is to provide consulting services to student entrepreneurs globally, covering areas such as compliance, operations, marketing, research and development, human capital strategy and operations. Our passion lies in helping these budding entrepreneurs bring their dreams to life and contribute to global economic growth.
Entrepreneurship is a catalyst for change and innovation. It's a powerful force that can reshape industries, transform lives, and make the world a better place. We are committed to supporting student entrepreneurs on their journey, equipping them with the tools, knowledge, and network they need to succeed.
Now, before we begin our show, let's take a moment to our guest speaker. So today, it gives us immense pleasure to welcome Osman Ghani Tuhin, founder of Managing Partners of Tuhin Partners, Bangladesh. To this special event, we are truly honored by your presence today, and we are thrilled to have you share this momentous occasion with you. We would like to start this interview with our first question for you. And your first question is, what inspired you to start Tuhin and Partners?
Well, from the very childhood, I was actually wanted something to do where I will be in a full freedom. Yeah, so I never wanted to do any job from my very childhood. So before beginning to this, let me get back to my childhood where I actually wanted to be a businessman. So from there, I actually joined the business school. Later on, after my fourth semester, I came to realize that doing a BBA is not for me because the things are they are teaching here is just for the job purposes. But I'm not actually onto these type of things. So what I wanted and what I felt that there's a lot of compliances in businesses which need to be covered and which actually mm, need to be looked on very specifically. But here in the third world, like in Bangladesh, India, or any other part of the Asia, which are called third world, here I have seen that a lot of businesses don't even know about their compliances of businesses. They don't even know what are the documents they have to file, they have to do to start a business. So from that idea, I actually switched my business school to law school. Later on, I was actually doing my LLB honors, then gradually practicing with my seniors. They are also corporate lawyers. because, as I said, I always wanted to be a businessman. And from the perspective of needness of business compliance, I actually came to this one, this law world. So I joined with another law firms, and they're practicing. Then later on, I completed my LLM. Then still I was practicing under a senior, under a corporate law firm. Later on, in 2019, yeah, 2019, I started my firm. When I actually felt, yeah, maybe I have given a lot of year there already, from 2013 to yeah, January 2013 to January 2013 to yeah, June 2019. But I was still with the farm. But the senior was encouraging me. Yeah, you should go and start your dream. So I started it, and from 2020, I actually became fully independent, and I started my own consulting firm, which is Twin and Partners. And it is ought to mention that my dream is not only to provide service, but also to educate the young entrepreneurs, because I felt that most of the entrepreneurs don't know what they have to do. And most of the entrepreneurs do calculate their businesses like that. Yeah, I will purchase this raw material with 5 rupee. I will add 2 rupee for the manufacturing of the finishing products. I have office cost like 1 rupee, so it's all about 8 rupees costing, and I will sell it in 10 rupees. So this is the basic thing only known by the entrepreneur. Uh, but the thing that the regulatory matters, like taxes, like the corporate rules, corporate returns, and intellectual property, they don't even aware of them. They don't even know about them. They don't even bother them. So in this world of the fourth IR, it is ought mentioned that I have to educate the young entrepreneurs. So that's how I actually started my journey of Twin and Partners.
Great.
It sounds good. Moving ahead, your next question is, what challenges did you face while establishing the company?
Uh, well, I'm actually still now facing challenges. Challenges never end. Huh? Whether you are doing a job, whether you're doing business, whether you are in service industry, whatever you are doing, challenges will never end, and you will never be 100% ready. So, my advice to the young entrepreneurs, that never wait for your journey to become you are completely okay, or you are completely ready to do it. Just do it. Huh? So my challenges were a bit difficult, and also a global problem. Huh? Because as I'm mainly focusing on FDI, foreign direct investment. So what I faced in 2020, when I fully ran my law firm, my consulting firm, what I faced, the COVID pandemic, which actually stops the whole economy of the world, right? So just starting the farm and getting kicked by this COVID pandemic, I was thinking what I'm doing here. I maybe I shouldn't have opened this farm. Maybe I should have worked under my previous corporate law firms. At least I would get some salary, right? But what I did, I stick with it. And I was a very stubborn kid. Uh, it's worth to mention, I'm not actually, I am a very stubborn kid. What I start, I never left it unfinished. So I patiently waited. I collaborated with a lot of my international communities and international connections through my LinkedIn. And what I did, I started working remotely for the global companies who are actually providing services that time, that the COVID pandemic time. I was actually drafting, reviewing, and negotiating contracts for them. So I never actually stopped. The COVID couldn't stop me. So later on, what actually came, like the Russia-Ukraine war, uh, that actually affects me a lot. Yeah, that actually affects me a lot because Bangladesh voted for the Russia, and most of the countries who are actually investing in Bangladesh are actually taking part with the Ukraine. Huh? So all of them were actually unofficially stopped all the investment in Bangladesh. So I got my second kick there, the second biggest kick. So I never actually sat back. I was waited patiently. I was then actually started collaborating with my local companies and trying to survive. And later on in 2023, when the political situation was in turmoil in Bangladesh, because the election was going to happen, maybe, yeah, in December or January. Everyone was curious what is going to happen because the past government was for 15 years. What is going to happen if they are not here? Who will be here? How will the policy will run? So all of the businesses were like starting, okay, let's wait a bit, let's see what is happening, what will happen in the next election. So everyone was actually waiting and saying, okay, what is happening, let's see. So later in 2024 January, the election actually happened, and things were actually coming a bit normal from April. But in August, there's been a massive uprising in Bangladesh, and it's been a global news. I hope all of you know the government, the past previous government actually resigned and left the government to an interim government who will actually pass this position to the next political government. So, to be honest, the foreign direct investment is now totally stopped. So, I'm still struggling with a lot of things, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Yeah, there will be situation like that. You will not find any situation. You will not find a path. But yeah, I always told my friend that whenever I fall like a seed so that I can grow back to a tree again. So, yeah, that is my power, I guess.
Okay, great. Moving ahead, next question. How do you differentiate your farm from competitors?
Well, my competitors in Bangladesh are mostly focusing on whether corporate matters or corporate and IP matters, or a bit dispute matters and other things. But what I did a rooftop where you can find 360 solution for the businesses. So what I do, we do here like market research. If you want to invest in Bangladesh, I will do a market research for you with all the policies and other things. So how will you initiate your businesses here and expand your businesses here? And later on, we do the company formations and other regulatory permits, and later on IP laws, then tax laws, later on the dispute matters, contracts, immigration, even those who are coming to Bangladesh to invest, their investor visas, even their employees visas. If any foreigners want to work in Bangladesh, their migration issues. So what we did, even the most important thing is no law firm in Bangladesh provide these services in their law firm. So these are actually maintained by separate consulting firm. They only works on the immigration and migration matters for the international investors and employees in Bangladesh. So I actually included all of them in my service list so that a investor can get all the services under one rooftop. I think that distinguishes me. distinguishes me from my competitor.
Nice. Moving ahead, your next question is, how do you define leadership in your organization?
Uh, what I believe in such an organization like this consulting industry, my senior always used to tell me that if you are alone in this industry, you are just a fool. So if you want to thrive, you must collaborate. You must collaborate with your colleagues. You must collaborate with industry leaders. You must collaborate with your stakeholders. So you always seek for collaboration. So what I do here in my law firm and my leadership skill, I always believe that delegation. I delegate works and give the complete authority to them for that purposes. And that's how actually I'm growing leadership in my associates and my partners. So I don't interfere where my partners is handling a job. Maybe I provide a job to my associate. I don't interfere there. Maybe if they want any guidance, I provide the guidance, but I do not interfere. Why you do this like that? Why you didn't follow that way or that way? I don't interfere. But if they seek guidance, I provide the guidance. So that's how we actually respect each other job, and that's how I actually building the leadership skill here in my organization.
Okay. Moving at next question. What industries do you primarily serve?
Well, in that case, we primarily serve startups and garments. As you know, Bangladesh is widely popular for our garment, and we also provide services for like some consulting industry also, which are not actually legal and tax consulting. Obviously, they are actually industrial consultant
Okay.
and also bank. Yeah, I
Okay.
forgot
Moving
to
ahead,
mention.
your next
Bank is
question.
our prior, almost prior industry. Please, Mr. Ma, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, no. Moving ahead, your next question is, what key values drive your business decision?
Um, to consult, I never say that this is my firm. Yeah, I always say this is our firm. So whenever I'm actually in between a big decision, I call all of the staff in our conference room. And then I ask their opinion. I take the decision. Okay, fine, that doesn't matter. But I always take the suggestions from them. Yeah.
Okay, great. Your next question is, what strategies have been most successful in growing your business?
Virtually connecting with the other part of the world. Um, as we are part of our law firm is mostly highly focused on FDI, so most of our clients are foreigners. So we have to highly active in our LinkedIn and other social media profiles. Also, we always actively organizing workshops, webinars, seminars, and like podcast talk shows, different organization, different organization and different personnel. And we don't always connect people for job. Okay, so what our prior goal is networking. So if we build a good network, we know we will do business from there, whether it's today or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. But we need a network where we can actually expand our services. So we always look for networking. Right now, our topmost network level, I can say, is the International Trade Council. I'm also a board member of International Trade Council, and I'm doing a lot of webinars and talk shows for there also. There's been at least uh, 35,000 members in International Trade Council from almost 68 countries. So this is our right now the most important network. But apart from that, we are collaborating with lot of networking groups. So yeah, I think networking is most important. That strategy actually change our business strategy.
Nice. Moving ahead, your next question is, how do you stay ahead of industry changes?
Well, in that case, networking is also important. If you are stick with your networks, with the industry leaders, you will always get to know. Yeah. Um, let me tell you a story about my journey on LinkedIn. Yeah. So when I started my LinkedIn journey, I always thought like, who's gonna watch me, who's gonna check out my content, who will actually appreciate that, who will see my profile, how will I know what my network know actually I have to post, or what will they read, how will I know, and how will I get to know that these are the things changing, these are the things actually happening here. Uh, but by the days passing, I got to realize that if you are stick with your industry leaders and your network, you are going to know by anyhow. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But just you just have to stick with your networks. So you will get to know in any way. But if you don't collaborate and don't stick with your network, you're never gonna know. Or you're gonna know at that point, that time actually that news doesn't matter anymore. Like a very Bangladesh government recently passed a SRO where they actually given 15 years tax holiday for the renewable energy sector. So I got to know. But if you are knowing this after 1 year, it doesn't matter right now, because there's been a condition. You have to start your business within January 2026. So if you came to know this piece of information after January 2026, it's a useless information. So if you stick with your networks, you're going to know it by anyway. So yeah, just stick with your network, stick with the industry leaders, try to communicate with them time to time, and use at least one platform for professional. What I see, a lot of industry leaders, even industry leaders, I saw, like. Uh, they are using a lot of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, or other Reddit, or maybe other platforms. But all of them, they are not using any single platform only for professional purposes. They are sharing personal informations, or they're actually mixing up everything. So what I suggest, use one social media platform for only professional purposes, and only connect with the professional matters, and please unfollow whoever is not professional on that social media platform, so that you don't get distracted whenever you using that social media platform. You are actually you're gonna use that in a very productive way. So yeah, that piece of information is really important for any entrepreneur who are actually trying to thrive in their industry. Yeah, if you it doesn't matter, you have to use the LinkedIn as the professional platform. Yeah, you can use Facebook, you can use LinkedIn, you can use X, you can use Instagram, whatever it is, because everywhere there are professionals. But you have to stick with them who are actually your like-minded, and who are actually sharing only professional content like you. like you, they are also using that platform, so like professionally. So this is really really important for anyone.
Okay, moving on next question. What is your long-term vision for Tuhin and Partners?
Well, my long-term vision is to establish our farm in a global scale, and with some branches in key point of the global market hub, like the global emerging hub. You know, we all know like Singapore, Dubai, or other countries who are actually economically thriving or gonna thrive. So yeah, that's our next goal or the long vision, you can say.
Okay, next question is what was the most difficult decisions you have had to make as a CEO?
Well, that's not a very long ago. As I said, after the July-August revolution in Bangladesh, the government has fled, resigned, and the new interim government took their places. The law and order situation is not at all good, and the investment, the business, each and everything is actually freezing right now. And what I did this time, I started another office here in Dhaka, which has actually started from this month. We actually couldn't started the full operation, but we will start the full operation maybe from the next month or after 15 or 20 days. So I had to struggle and I had to manage my team. যে, don't think about that we don't have business. We will have business. We just have to be optimist, be focused, and just run through our vision. We don't have any option other than this. It was very difficult for me to actually manage my team. Um, it took almost 3 months actually to make them believe in this decision. But at the end of the time, yeah, all of them agree with me, and they are right now actually happy. I'm sure after some months they are going to thank me a lot. Yeah, I'm really I'm really sure. And that is the most difficult decision, I'm sure, because I have to work on 3 months on them to take this decision. Sorry.
Okay, okay. Your next question is what are the most significant trends in your industry right now?
AI. Yeah, AI. I'm sure you guys also know the AI actually, how AI actually reshaping all the industries, especially the legal and the consulting industries. Um, I came across with an AI maybe last month. They are actually providing a service. Whatever the documents you upload, whether it's written, handwritten, whether it's typed, whether it's PDF, whether it's copy protected, whatever the document it is it a Word file, is it a Excel, whatever it is, you just have to upload that document and give a prompt where you will actually direct him what type of summary you need, or what type of analyzation you need, what type of report you need from those documents, and they will prepare it for you. And it's very very interesting, and that's actually amazing. Yeah, I must say that's amazing. Though I didn't took their subscription yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna take this very recent. But the charges is too high actually for our industry. Maybe their charges they are okay for the developed country, but for developing country or underdeveloped country like us, the price is too high. But the result I got, that's amazing. Yeah, you couldn't believe it without using it. Like um, just give you an example. If I have to summarize a case decision, a judgment of a case, maybe I need at least 1 or 2 hours, maybe sometimes more, maybe sometimes it becomes a day, two or more. Huh? Like if it's a very very long judgment, but they just provide me a summary with a within just 5 minutes, I guess. But the judgment was actually like 117 pages. Can you imagine? We need at least 3 to 4 hours to just read the judgment, right? But they are providing me the summary within just 5 minutes. So yeah, AI is actually transforming all the things. Even I'm using the Microsoft Copilot recently. We are actually managing our farms through Microsoft 365 and our teams. So within teams, we are actually managing our whole projects and everything. So what I came across with the Microsoft Copilot, this is also an AI of Microsoft. All it know. What I came across like in a meeting, if I just command the Copilot, take a note and create a task for like Mr. X, the associate of our firm, they just immediately create a task for them. So this is actually reshaping the whole industry. So AI, embrace the AI, the ethical use of AI, please. I must say, ethical use of AI. But you cannot ignore the AI. If you are ignoring the AI, you are just like boom, you're gonna vanish. Like if I give you an example, all we came across with a story of Nokia mobile phone, right? They refused to collaborate with Android, and later on they are vanished. But their market was almost uh, more than 50% in the whole world, but they just vanished. So don't ignore AI. Whichever industry you are belong to, don't ignore AI. AI is the next industry revolution. So don't ignore. Rather than learn how you can ethically use it to your industry, whether it can be used for managing your tasks, it can be managing for your smooth operation, it could be used for your supply chain, it could be used for a lot of things. So the whole world is changing by the fourth IIR, the fourth industrial revolution, and this AI gonna change the world within just 10 years. Believe me or not, just mark my word, AI gonna change the whole world, whole industry, each and every industry within just 10 years. So don't actually ignore this. Rather you should know how to use it ethically.
It sounds good. Moving ahead, what skills do you think are essential for a successful CEO?
Uh, One of my teachers in the law school always told me, uh, as a lawyer, you must know something about everything and everything about something. So I asked him, I understood something about everything. Uh, all of the things in the world, I actually have to know a bit from everything, the basics. But what about everything about something? What are those something? So he replied me, as you are a lawyer, if you are going to, if any client come to you, if you're going to give him any solution, you have to know the procedure, how you gonna solve his problem. So in the procedural matter, you don't have any option, but you have to know each and everything. So for a CEO, I must tell, uh, you have to know something about everything, and you have to know everything about something, and those something is which industry you belong. So if you are belong to automotive industry, you have to know all of the things, how the automotive industry runs. If you are in the law industry, legal industry, you have to know how these things runs. If you are in like garment industry, You have to know how these things works. If you are in import export, if you have to know how those things work. So you have to know something about everything and everything about something. This is the rules.
Okay, great. Moving in next question, how do you handle failure or setback?
I already answered that question. Yeah, whenever I fall like a seed so that I can grow back to a tree again. So never ever think that I'm done or I'm doomed. Yeah, that's just a bad day or a bad chapter of your life. Don't just think. Yeah, always move forward. If you just walk one step, that is you are forwarding. If you are stuck in the same place, you are stuck in the same place. So don't just stuck. You are not a tree. Yeah, tree cannot move because they have roots. You don't have any roots. You can walk. So just walk. If you cannot run, just walk. If you cannot walk, at least think how to walk, how you can walk, how you can turn this situation into your profitability. Be optimist. Huh? Um, some days ago, I was actually mentoring one of our associates who was uh, actually mentally vulnerable with the family issues. So what I advise her, this is just a bad chapter of your life. Don't think, just walk on your way. Huh? People will always say, people will always have opinion. So you don't have to think about that. Whether you are doing nothing, people will have some opinion. Whether we are doing something, people will have opinion. Whether you're doing lot of things, still people will have some opinions. So don't think about what people are actually saying, what they will think, what they will thought, what they will think, what I will think, what my family will think, what they will do. Don't just think. Always try to be optimist. And one other thing I told her that do not say any negative words about yourself. That actually killing yourself. Our 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 mental and the sixth sense, which I called, I don't know, that cannot actually separate the idea of bad and good things. Yeah. So whenever you kept saying bad things about yourself, you are becoming the slave of those things. So rather than those things, always say good things about yourself, manifest your goal. So whatever the situation, always think positive. As I said a while ago, uh, our business was quite doomed, but still I started another office. So I have to manage all my partners, associates, and all the staffs, all of them. If I tell you, in my first meeting, each and every one were against me. After 3 months, I make them believe that we must go on. The show must go on. Whatever happens, the show must go on. So if this industry doesn't work for you, go for another industry. Go see. Who knows? We all know about KFC now. He started he started the KFC on 63 years old. Whenever maybe in this on my like people like me, 35 years old, they are saying, "Oh, it's too old for me." It's never too old or it's never too late. You are alive means you could do a lot of things. Think and focus, manifest, and be optimist. And fall like a seed. Never fall for a grave.
Nice. Moving ahead, your next question is if you could give your younger selves one pieces of advice, what could be it?
Wake up early. So why I'm saying that, the morning energy is the most important energy you can use um, to be optimist, to focus on yourself. Um, it doesn't matter. You have to exercise. You have to meditate. or you have to do a lot of things. You have to take coffees, you have to do this, or you have to do this. Nothing. Just wake up early. Maybe you can listen to some songs, your favorite songs. Maybe if you are a smoker, you can just grab a cigarette. Maybe you can. Oh, let me give you a disclaimer. Smoking is injurious to health. So maybe if you like coffee, take a coffee, whatever you like. Yeah, just wake up early, take a deep breath, then do what you like. Just forget everything, each and everything of the world. Huh? Your family, your friends, your business, whatever it is. Forget everything. Just focus on yourself for half an hour. Just do whatever you like for half an hour, and that's gonna give you a lot of energy through the day. Trust me. Don't wake up at 9 and rush into the office. Just wake up early and do these things. Just do it for 1 week and thank me later. Yeah, just do it for 1 week, then thank me later.
Okay, moving on next question. Who has been the most influential person in your career?
Well, in that case, I must say that's me. Yeah. Why I'm saying that it might sound funny, um, but what I do, like in any kind of challenges, I think like uh, I did survive a lot of things. I think about my past survivals. I think about my past challenges, how I overcome them. Then I got energized and I'm thinking about the solution. I started thinking about solution. So it might sound odd, but that's actually me.
Okay, your next question is who has sorry, what do you consider your biggest professional achievement?
Well, in 2014, I applied for an internship to a law firm. The head of the chamber was my known, and he was directly my teacher. Um, they didn't even replied my email. Yeah, that actually hurt me a lot. But last year, they actually contacted me. They want to collaborate me for a project. So yeah, I think that's my most professional achievement. Who actually, like 10 years ago, those who actually didn't look at my CVs, even they didn't count me as their intern. They are actually came to me for a project. So I think that's my biggest professional achievement. And we did the project very smoothly, and the farm actually wanting to have some MU for that type of projects in future. Yeah, maybe we'll do that MU in very soon, in a very uh, short time. Let's see. But yeah, that's really my biggest professional achievement. I must admit it. Uh, yeah, yeah. If you never have been this type of situation, you will never understand the feelings. Yeah. So yeah, that's my biggest professional achievement, I must say.
Okay, what is your leadership philosophy?
I don't want to be a leader. That is my most important philosophy. I want leaders to walk beside me. So rather than becoming a leader, I focus on creating leaders in my farm. When I have 10 leaders in my farm, that's huge. But if I become only a leader, that's not huge, right? So that is the philosophy I follow. Yeah, I don't want to be a leader. I want to create leaders here, and this house will be the leader's house.
Okay, nice. Moving ahead, we would like to express our sincere gratitude. Osman Gani Tuhin, founder of managing partners of Tuhin Partners, being our guest for today at Conversation with Consultants. Your presence and engagement helped to make it a success. Thank you for providing insight into your inspirational journey. Once again, Mr. Osman Gani Tuhin, thank you.
The pleasure is mine. Thanks to SK Associated Groups for inviting me and giving me the floor to share the journey of mine with young entrepreneurs. I don't know how much that's gonna be helpful for them, but yeah, I'm really honored to be here.
Okay, further, we would also like to thank our audience for listening patiently throughout that event. Thank you for everyone joining with us today and hope that everyone has gained some knowledge from this event. Looking ahead, we are excited to announce that our next episode 48 of Conversation with Consultants will be held next weekend with we hope to see you all there. Thank you again and we look forward to reconnecting with you next week. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media. Handles to stay connected with us. Goodbye and have a great day ahead. Thank you once again, all of you.
Goodbye. Have a very good night ahead to all.
Thank you.